Hello everyone. This is gonna be another intermission for Jackal, or there's gonna be some for the other players as well, for various reasons. And well, if you are another player, you should stop listening now, unless the campaign is already over, in which case, go ahead, enjoy the fuckery. So, this will be happening during the downtime. 2 weeks have passed since Toluca, well, since you returned to Toluca, and since you finished sieging down Rome. You are getting nightly visits and lessons from a friendly Zemitian Sile that is teaching you Coldonism, and things are going well. Your damage has been healed, and you are essentially fully functional.
Yay.
In terms of backgrounds, would you have acquired any more retainers? Because the werewolf statue would have starved eventually, being as it was a ghoul. Oh wait, did you turn it into a vampire? I think it was a ghoul. Or did you turn it?
It was a vampire, actually. I think I turned it into a
Ah,
vampire.
in that case, it had gone to sleep in the meantime, but it would have woken up once you fed it some blood.
Yay.
Okay, would you have gotten any more retainers? Because you would essentially have backgrounds you could request and get, since
Like, as in, I could try to get more Slakta, or...
you could try to get like someone to run your household, or you could try and get more Schlachta or whatever. You would have had enough time to build at least one proper Schlachta.
I'd have tried to build at least one proper Slakta, I think. Slakta, I think.
Okay, then, well, consider yourself as having one.
Yay. I guess I have my retainers then. Or...
We will discuss the specifics then, but we're just gonna assume that you have one.
Okay. Yay.
Okay, I have the appropriate books open next to me. Let's just make sure I have the appropriate... Yep, I have the appropriate pages selected. So, it is another fun night as you return from one of your lessons. Give me a roll at 1d10 plus 5 to see how much blood you have.
Sure. Let me roll a 1.
Okay,
No, I rolled a 7.
you're
I'm
fairly
pleasantly surprised.
fueled up. So, you arrive at the butcher's shop. Is your Auspex active?
Well, I'm trying to be sneaky about it, and like I usually try to be like so nobody notices that I'm going there. So yes, I would have my Auspex on.
Okay. Right now, all appears well. But,
Yay!
but you know something is coming, obviously.
Everything is fine. What are you talking about? Well, I guess I'm checking my traps then to make sure nobody has like gone and accidentally entered them while they're still being set up. No, nobody has touched my new barricades, anything like that.
The barricades seem to be intact.
Yay!
So, you go inside.
Check my werewolf statue.
The werewolf statue has its mouth shut and its eyes are bulging as it's trying to nod towards the back.
I look towards the back.
Okay. You are currently on the map. Let's move you to here, where we can use one of the rooms. Which should we use for your basement? Which one do you think fits best?
You have a very poor choice of rooms here.
For this, yes. Well, it's your fucking fault for living in a fucking basement. Personally, I blame you. Give me a second, I'll drag it out here. I found a tile that looks appropriate.
Yay! That works, yes.
There, let's put it here.
Oh my god, that's massive. It's one massive basement. I'll
Okay.
drag myself over there. I said I'll drag myself over there. There.
That's the werewolf statue.
So,
There is a man sitting in the back on one of the boxes, looking at you.
may I ask you why you have entered my haven?
Well, I was just about to explain that, actually. Why don't you take a seat?
Please do explain. I do not take a seat.
Your Auspex is still active. Give me a perception awareness roll. Let's see, difficulty-wise, I'm not gonna tell you what the base is, so just make a roll and I'll tell you if it's good enough. Just roll at 6 for now. Okay. You look into his eyes, and at first it almost seems like light is glinting off them, but as you look deeper, you start to just see his irises slowly turn into spinning wheels of fire.
Okay, I'm going to spend one more PowerPoint on looking at his aura. That's difficult. Perception, but difficulty 8.
Okay.
Okay. Does that hellfire in it?
Not so much hellfire, but you see just two vast wings of fire, like a ghostly image of them unfurling behind him. You see a form of something else folded into this human body.
You aren't exactly who you seem to be, are you?
Well, neither are you. We all wear our masks among the mortals, don't we?
Yet you seem to wear one of exceptional unusualness.
I'd hardly call it unusual, given that you choose to appear human as well.
If you believe that. Now, what is it you want?
Please, take a seat.
I sit on the steps. Like that.
He seems to have a candle next to him, and he's just almost caressing the flame, moving his hand over it, and just short of what you would expect to really, really burn,
Mm-hmm.
You were recently in Rome, were you not?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, you were. See, I used to have a friend in Rome. He worked in the basement of the police station.
There used to be a lot of people working there. There aren't that many anymore.
I noticed, and that put me in a very awkward situation. On one hand, you and your little group are in my debt. On the other hand, I deeply dislike both being violent and wasting good material. So, I was gonna offer you the opportunity to make a deal to our mutual benefit.
And what exactly do you want for this deal?
Why? He stands, hands still over the fire. I just need you to believe in me.
Blinks a little. That's all?
Well, I would expect you to do me the occasional favor, of course. But,
That sounds a lot more like it, but... What do I get out of it?
well, that's part of the discussion, isn't it? What do you want? There are a great many things I can offer, not the least of which is the ability. He puts his hand in the flame. It flows around his hand without touching it. Well, I have no need to fear fire, unlike your kind, and I could grant that to you. Neither do I need to fear any attempt to mind control me, or affect my emotions, or any trickery which I believe your kind has in great abundance. I believe that would be an advantage to you as well, wouldn't it?
Well, due to my properties as a K-Knight, I am quite resistant to those things. So perhaps something, well, not the fire so much, but something else perhaps you have to offer me?
Well, I can enhance you in any number of ways. You would have to narrow it down.
My mystical powers, my disciplines, for example.
Well, I could certainly improve those, to some extent. What do you have in mind?
Well,
This is where you ask for vicissitude 6, right? Despite generation limits.
Can I do that?
Oh, you can ask, but he would probably say no.
I could imagine so. I have been learning a interesting type of magic called the sorcery of the cauldrons of the Eastern Europe.
I see.
I was wondering if you could help me improve it and broaden my knowledge of the different ways of Coldunic sorcery.
Well, I could teach you, given time, how to command spirits of fire.
You're talking about the path of fire, the way of fire, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
I'm just going to check it out real quick because I don't remember what it did.
You know that your teacher already has that, to some extent.
Okay. Yeah. Probably don't need that one. No way of spirit? You mean the one that was obviously incredibly OP and was not allowed under any
Yeah, I
circumstances?
know. That's in character.
Yeah.
I'm not
The way of
familiar
spirit.
with how you organize such things, but most likely not. I have some associates that might know such skills, but it would require some favor trading on my part, and I think that goes beyond the scope of this deal. Maybe at some point in the future if you prove useful. You do know that the werewolf is now a witness, right?
Yeah, I don't need the werewolf now. I can just make another one.
I'm glad you understand.
Like, why do I even care about the werewolf? Other than, him having to kill him, but whatever. You know, sometimes I feel my abilities can be quite lacking.
Yes, don't we all?
And I was wondering if you're, you, you got, you beings have a way with words that allow you to hide them, their true meaning. Could you allow me to do that as well? Out of character, I'm asking for increased subterfuge.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, it would be it would be very useful for making sure that others don't find out about this.
Yes, yes. Well, if that's what you wish, I could certainly do that. Any other wishes?
The immunity to fire would indeed be very, very helpful. And you did, out of character, you did say like 10 points of freebies.
Yes. The way you have described it right now, he would just put your subterfuge at 5. With those freebies.
Oh.
That's what he would
I
do.
wouldn't mind
You want
mind having
subterfuge? He'll just put it through the roof.
I wouldn't mind that, no. That's all. But, yeah. It's a matter of, do I want another dot in awareness and alertness or something else? No, I think that's fine. I think that will be fine, essentially. And then yeah.
In
I think-
terms of fire, there are 2 things I could do. I could simply make you resistant, or I could give you the ability to make yourself immune for a period of time with an exertion of your will.
I'd rather have immunity than partial resistance.
Very well then. I'm glad you have chosen to be reasonable about this. Jackalor, I'm gonna completely fuck you, by the way, at this point. Make a resisted willpower roll. Your human side is rolling at 5, you are rolling at 6.
Can I expend willpower on this to resist the insanity?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to.
No, bitch, you are not fucking this up for me.
So or do I still roll or?
No. If you resist the derangement, then it's resisted. Your mind actually, that's strange sense of two-ness is gone for the moment.
Yay!
Are you quite all right?
Yes, I am
if there
quite all
are
right.
things that trouble you, I could certainly.
No, there are no things. I am not troubled. So the arrangement is good then?
Yes, I believe so. I think it was a difficulty 7 roll. Okay.
Yes.
He steps forward and his entire appearance changes.
I'm guessing that's his apocalyptic form.
Yep. His body seems to melt away and he's just this shining figure. His skin is almost like polished bronze and there's wings of
Do my
fire
eyes
extending
melt?
behind him.
Yeah, do my eyes melt at this point?
No, but you do need roll for Rotrek.
Well, God, I still. Do you still roll with that? If you have cap, you don't roll more than your cap in, or more than your path or humanity.
Ah, no, fuck that. That's stupid.
Difficulty is.
He's literally surrounded by an aura, like a nimbus of flames. Like, it's like the air around him is burning. So, since you know he's not being deliberately hostile to you, it's a 7.
Okay. I could just burn more willpower on this, but I want to save it for other stuff. So.
You have a week till gameplay kicks in, so you'll have time to recover 2 points.
Sure, I'll spend 1 more.
He stands up, stretches out his left hand, says, "Very well then, the bargain is sealed and you may swear you're fealty."
Then so shall it be. I step forward and shake his hand.
No, he's stretching it out like,
Oh, to kiss it or?
yeah, like kneel and kiss it. It's very clear what he wants.
Oh, okay. That is, you just weren't very clear what you want. I do it.
Excellent. Excellent. You feel a flash of heat rush through your body. It's like, just for an instant, it feels like your nerves are on fire. And you may up your subterfuge to 5, and you have the ability to be immune to fire for a scene at the expense of a willpower point. Congratulations. You are a demon's bitch now. He looks at the werewolf. "You might wish to dispose of that now."
Probably for the best. What's the roll? The roll for that is strength medicine at 6.
You could just, like, it can't really move. You could just start ripping it apart with your fangs.
Oh, yeah. I could just do that, but I wanted to be. Sure, I'll do it. Start rip it apart. Drain off any blood it had left, and then just rip it apart.
Yep. Is your Auspex still active?
Well, it was. I haven't deactivated it, so.
Give me a perception alertness at 8.
Oops, that's at 6, so I have to reroll that. Nope.
You hear he mutters something behind you, but you can't make out what it is. He has resumed his normal form. As you glance in that direction, you just see him step through the wall and vanish.
Yay! I put the remains of the former statue into a box. Tuck it into a corner.
Okay, you have one packaged fake werewolf corpse. Well done.
I guess I'll have to get another one.
A ghoul one might be better, then it can watch you during the day. You'll just have to... Oh wait, right, you had acquired a Schlachta.
Yeah.
So you're fine. You're fine.
I go upstairs and start giving some orders to.
The Schlachta isn't here. He must have ordered it to leave for a while as well.
Darn. I guess I'll have to give him some orders. I'll have to give Ivan some orders in the future.
Okay. So
Yes, I totally did name him Ivan.
that's fine. So that's handled. Now to see how many more will sign the pact. Demi was showing annoying amounts of spine before, but But I think I can convince him to play along. Anyway, that's it for this. I'll see you later, Jackalor.